Thank you for joining us. I am Nancy Ramirez. I devote my life to mentoring and guiding students through the college application process. And today I am very excited. We have one of my dear students, Nora. She was accepted into many, many colleges. We were just talking about that. In them are UPenn, Duke, MIT, and she's currently a freshman at Harvard. So, welcome, Nora. Today we're going to talk about a couple of things regarding the college application process, and it's going to be a Q&A. So, here we go. First question. So, Nora, at what age did you start preparing, planning, and dreaming about college?
Okay, so since I was really small, my parents always wanted me to go to college in the States. And I guess that was always predetermined. But I guess I started thinking about college around 9th, 10th grade, and just thinking about like, oh, this would be fun, it would be awesome to be in Boston, and that was definitely one of the things I really wanted from my college experience.
Excellent. Did you ever think about college earlier than that?
I mean, so in 4th grade, I really wanted to go to MIT, but yeah.
Okay, cool. So you did think about it early on? You started planning maybe 9th grade?
Exactly.
Okay, perfect. So what would be one piece of advice for 9th and 10th graders?
I guess find a passion and do it and stick to it. I think a lot of the things that college admissions officers really want to see is that you're consistent and that you really have a passion for something and that you're devoted to something. You don't have to like spread yourself out too thin. As long as you're really devoted to something, I think it's fine.
I agree completely, and I hope you take that in, all of you that are listening. Find your passion and run with it.
Yeah.
Next question. How did you manage stress during high school?
Okay, so I did several things. I was one of those people that crammed before tests. I know they tell you not to do it in college. You cannot do it. But I definitely played sports. I went to the gym and I ran outside a lot. And it definitely helps relieve stress. And like always to remember just to like have fun with friends. And even if you're trying to get into college, it's totally fine to have a social life too.
Did you hear that? Have a social life. Even if you're starting the college application process, that should not steer you away from having fun and socializing with your friends. So, next question, Nora. What do you consider to be the most important part of the college application process?
I think even more than grades and SAT, your essays are going to really show who you are, and they're going to make you unique. So you want to write about something that you feel comfortable with and that you can really demonstrate passion, interest, and a little bit of yourself within it too.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think one of the most important parts about the college essay, and I know Nora's essay was amazing. It is very important that your voice comes through, and that might sound a little cliche, but it's true. Your voice should come through, and what I mean by voice is the way you think, the way you communicate should be heard in those words in the essay.
And even more so, you can write about anything. You don't really have to think, oh, I need to write something that will make me spectacular. And I mean, one of my friends wrote his essay on whistling and how he learned how to whistle. And he got into Harvard. So really, you can write about anything.
Absolutely. I think that's a great, great, great piece of advice. Edit. It's fine. No podemos edit, don't worry. Okay, seguimos. Okay, next question. One piece of advice for those who have college interviews.
Relax, and it's not as scary as you think. My Harvard interviewer was wearing board shorts and a t-shirt.
I love that.
And I was wearing like a dress and like was carrying around my like portfolio, and it was really chill. We met up at Starbucks, ordered some coffee, and like just really, it was informal. And it was like about an hour long, and we just kept talking, and the conversation flowed. And I think that's really important that you connect with your interviewer and just make sure that the conversation isn't stuck and awkward. Like, I think that's really important.
Absolutely. One of the most frequent questions I get is, Nancy, what do I wear to the interview? And I actually get pictures sent to me with the different wardrobes my students are thinking of wearing. And I usually tell students, I shouldn't be the one choosing what you're going to wear to your interview. You should choose what you wear to your interview. If you're more of a proper, more, more refined type of person, then you wear, your nice button-up shirt and your nice trousers. But if you're a relaxed kind of person, you just go relax, and wear whatever you want.
Yeah, I remember one of the things Nancy was telling me. She was like, you might not want to wear sandals because you don't want them staring at your like toes or something.
Your stinky toes!
Yeah.
I know, I have a thing about toes. I don't like seeing people's toes because usually they're
Okay.
not cute.
Well, Nancy. So I don't know, you might want to wear closed-toed shoes.
Right. Okay, perfect. So next question, what 3 pieces of advice would you give someone who is currently completing their applications?
So I think a lot of it is relax, and once you think your essay is good enough, it's probably good enough. You don't want to obsess with it. You don't want to be like, I know we spent like, I don't know, like 2 hours trying to come up with a title for one of my essays. Like
that was fun though, that was fun.
I mean, it was fun, but it's not really that important. Like, I'm sure you could devote your time to something else. Second piece of advice is always be ready for anything. Like, hope for the best, but don't necessarily expect that you're gonna get in everyone, or that you're gonna like get everything that you want. Like, always have hope, always feel like you're good enough, and always accept that, you know, if they don't accept you, it's not, it maybe wasn't even you, it was just that it wasn't a good fit. You were probably good enough anyway. And third, a lot of the times, I definitely felt that I was scared I wouldn't get in anywhere. I was like so nervous, and it was nerve-wracking to wait. But honestly, I feel like college admissions officers see a lot more of you than you think that you're showing. And they definitely appreciate qualities that you might not see in yourself. And that's really important.
I love those 3 points. Perfect. On to the next. So give me one thing you learned about yourself while you were filling out your applications.
Okay, so that's actually a tough one. But I think I learned a lot about, as I wrote my college application essay on ballet and how that shaped my current life. And I feel like writing it out and like finally like letting all of those kind of unresolved feelings out really helped me realize like how I view the world and what I want, how I want to perceive myself. And I think that was really important for me.
That's beautiful. I love that. I love that. Okay, great. How did you decide where to apply and where to go?
Okay, so where to apply was tough. I really wanted to like apply to just top schools, and Nancy was like, you need some safety schools, and I was like, okay, I need some safety schools. But even my safety schools are actually pretty good schools. So I decided to take a trip my summer from 11th to 12th grade, was it? And to see all of the colleges that I was thinking of applying to. And I was dead set on Brown. I hated Harvard. I did not want to apply to Harvard. And I was dead set on Brown. And once I saw Brown, I hated it. And I ended up not applying.
Brown, if you're listening,
I'm sorry.
Turn it off.
I'm sorry, but it's true. I mean, everyone has that. Like, I have friends who like saw JHU and they were like, oh, I don't like it. So, I mean, it really depends on how you are as a student and how the environment fits with what you want from college. So definitely if you have the chance, go see colleges. And then to choose, I guess I looked at like financial aid, how great the college was, and how I liked it when I visited.
Can we just say what 2 schools you were choosing?
I mean, okay, I was choosing between Harvard and MIT.
Thank you.
And I think I chose Harvard because I wasn't going to do engineering, but I really did love MIT too, so I still visit a lot, and I have a lot of friends there.
Yay!
Really
so
fun.
you see, that's actually pretty important. If you're choosing between a couple of colleges, that doesn't mean you're never going to have any exposure or you're never going to, be part of the community there. I have many students that they go on and they do an internship or a summer program at that other school that they were choosing between. So yeah, so you're not closing doors, more opening doors, in fact. Okay, so what 3 factors weighed the most when you made your final decision? I want 3 points.
Okay, so I guess financial aid is a big thing. Like, when you submit the same information basically for all your schools, and you get so many different packages. Like, some will do merit, some will do need-based. I mean, and the array is huge.
Absolutely.
So that's one of the things you really want to look at. Second, I really wanted to be near a city, but not necessarily within a city. Okay. So location was one of the big things, because I really want to be exposed to like the culture of a city, like the multicultural aspects, theater, dance, the nightlife. It's just really nice to have a city so close by, but still live in Cambridge. And third, I think the people matter a lot. There are some colleges, I mean, generally people are nice, But I feel like there are some places where they're so welcoming and they really try to emphasize, like especially for like freshmen, they try to create a community, and I think that's really important, and that's one of the things I benefited most from Harvard, I think.
So great. Did you hear that? So financial aid.
Financial aid, the city or the location.
Near city.
And the people.
The people. Perfect. Great. So now that you're in college, Nora, this is a question I get very often from my students, and maybe many of you that are listening are having the same question, is I don't know what I'm going to major in, so therefore I don't know what college I should apply to. Can you talk to me?
Okay, so that helped me choose as well. Since I didn't really want to do engineering, I thought, oh, I'm not going to apply to a very technical school. Like MIT is a school where a lot of people do sciences or engineering. I mean, they do have humanities departments, but they're definitely not known for that. And there was definitely not as much variety as there was at Harvard. So I still don't know what I want to, we call it concentrate, and that's totally fine. I brought a friend with me on spring break. He doesn't know what he wants to do. I met a lot of people. They don't know what they want to do. It's totally fine. I guess the best way to choose, if you really don't know, is to just go somewhere where you know you can try everything.
Right. And what I can hear from what you're saying is, when you're choosing colleges, so when you're a junior or senior, you should have a very, broad idea of what you want to study. So if you want to be technical, you want to do humanities, something, along that line. Once you get to college, you go, you explore, and you find your niche.
I've taken so many classes that are like not even, like they're just everywhere. I've taken poetry to molecular cellular biology and everything in between, and it's totally fine.
Excellent, great. So, any final advice that you'd like to share with people, students that are starting their college application process?
I think just relax, be yourself, and you're probably good enough to get in somewhere that you'll really love and enjoy.
Absolutely. So thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for our next video blog. Have a nice day. Bye.
See ya.